Hi, everybody. Welcome to our joint talk between Confluent and Elastic, Scale, Observability, and Secure Data in Motion. Today, we're going to be talking about why Confluent and Elastic are better together, some customer use cases where we're actually using Confluent and Elastic together in real customer environments. I'm going to talk a little bit about Elastic's common schema for observability and security, and then you can see what else there is at Microsoft Build. So I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm David Hope, Product Marketing Director at Elastic. I actually also worked at Confluent, so I have a pretty good perspective on both the Confluent and Elastic part of this. But we have actually also got Anand on the call from Confluent. Anand, do you want to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Hey, thanks a lot to Elastic, David, and thanks to Microsoft. My name is Anand, and I lead the Cloud ISV Alliances for Data and Analytics, partnerships in Confluent.
Great, thanks, Anand. Confluent and Elastic are obviously better together, but first we're going to talk a little bit about data. Anand, do you want to take it away?
Thanks a lot, David, and it's a pleasure to be here with all of you again. And like David, you said, data is the foundation of all of this. And let's talk a little bit about what's happening around us, right? So one of the most recent big accomplishments, for example, in the area of space and science is the successful testing of the largest rocket ever built that SpaceX is going to take to Mars. I don't mean to be a SpaceX commercial here, but the big focus on that first test, even though the news media made it look like, oh, it went and exploded, it went beyond its first stage of what the objective was, and the data was the most important part of what they got out of it, so that they can actually continue to build the next stages of this whole journey of the human race, pretty much being a 2-planet race as opposed to 1-planet race, right? This is very, very big, and the big focus I want to bring here is the data. And how important and extracting data from everything we do and the business processes, and as it is happening in real time, how many people are clicking, what happened to it, what are the different stages of the consumer journey, what are the different aspects of the life cycle, what has people buy, how is your network running right now, can we predict an outage? All of this is data. And a lot of this is data in real time. So the combination, for example, of Confluent and Elastic makes this whole thing extremely powerful, right? So you bring the data in real time from various different sources to a platform, for example, like Elastic, where you are observing it, you're searching it, you're visualizing some of the key insights so that you can take immediate action and change. So we offer two things with that to customers, right? One is real-time customized experiences, personalized experiences, and efficient data-driven operations in the backend, right? So without a really great efficient backend, you really can't provide those front-end experiences to customers. And we, as consumers, are really becoming very picky, choosy, and raising our expectations all the time. We want businesses to react to us in real time. We want the e-commerce website to anticipate our needs and give us relevant products, and really know and inform us in real time what is happening around us, right? For example, the weather reports or anything that's changing around us. So for businesses to be competitive, you need these two things to be happening in parallel. One is a very, very efficient real-time data-driven operations in the backend, and offering your customers personalized experiences in the front that are relevant, fresh, recent, etc. And so that's how this partnership and this combination of real-time data streaming platform like Confluent and Elastic as a search and observability platform is going to be extremely helpful. And on the Microsoft Cloud, which is probably the best cloud for enterprise customers, this is all going to work really well. And for what kind of customers is this relevant? Pretty much across industry verticals, right? So banking, mortgage, taxi, grocery. So if you look at every aspect of our life right now, it is rich with these experiences where we are seeing highly interactive, highly real-time, much quicker responses from the systems that is enabling us to take actions much faster. I still remember how I got, it's really surprising for me when I had the first experience of having a credit card, of filling a form and then waiting weeks to get approved, versus the most recent experience of literally getting a credit card of more than probably $10,000 of credit limit within a few minutes. And that's a business process that's occurring like a miracle to a current consumer compared to the previous generation. And similarly, banks are becoming digitized. We all are used to the Ubers and Instacarts. So it's a completely digitized, real-time, transformed world that we're living in. And there's still a lot of distance to go in terms of making age-old, archaic, batch-oriented business processes move from where they are to much more real-time in nature. And the technology behind all of this is Apache Kafka, which was invented in LinkedIn originally, and now Confluent is the company that offers enterprise class Apache Kafka with a connector, it's cloud native, it's extremely high performance, way better than running your open source Kafka cluster on your own. And the most important part is all of these partners that work with us to make this whole thing real. The whole aspect of moving data from the sources to the destination real time, being able to take a powerful platform like Elastic at the end of that data flow and being able to examine the data in real time and take action on it, I think is critical. I mean, imagine cybersecurity as a use case, right? Imagine if you were not able to detect cybersecurity events fast enough. The difference between detecting an event even before actually damage occurs or a breach occurs versus after a day after it happens could be tens of millions of dollars in terms of penalties and data breaches and things like that. That's the power and importance of this technology. And Confluent is happy to be right there at the crux of all of this. And the difference between Confluent and open source Apache Kafka is that we make this enterprise class. We provide you the security. We provide you the enterprise class, interconnectors all around Kafka for partners to connect in, for interfaces to the sources, to the destinations, and also much more enhanced functionality in terms of stream processing on the stream. So you might want to build out your transformations, your anomaly detection, your analytics, etc., on the stream itself, and all of that, and being a cloud native, platform with extreme scalability and performance and elasticity, is available on Confluent Cloud. And you can see this architecture here in front of you, which is APIs and sources of events coming through into the cluster. That's the publish subscribe model. And there's the central part that gives you the ability to process data and then the ability to deliver data to the end destinations, all in real time as a continuous flow. And Elastic would be on the right side of this as a consumer of that real time flow, so that an analyst or could be looking at it in real time and analyzing it and taking actions. And that's what we call the centralized nervous system of the enterprise. So to make this all real and how we work together to bring Confluent and Elastic, and hand over to David and tell you some real stories of how we're bringing this together.
Thanks very much, Anand. Right, so Confluent and Elastic really go together like peanut butter and jelly, complementing each other in ways that empower businesses to leverage Confluent data streaming effectively. And Elastic offers three main solution areas that are especially relevant to Confluent users: search, observability, and security. Now, while most people are familiar with Elastic's search capabilities, it also serves as a powerful observability and security tool. Many organizations also rely on Elastic for logging purposes. And with the staggering volume of logs generated, it's crucial to have a scalable solution. Confluent Cloud plays a vital role in alleviating back pressure, allowing businesses to stream and analyze logs in real time, and ultimately benefiting our shared customer base. Elastic's versatility doesn't just stop there. We also can use it for traces, application performance monitoring, and metrics And so in that case, it's the perfect tool for monitoring both the Confluent platform, Confluent Cloud, and data in motion applications. With such a wide range of applications, the Elastic Stack is a valuable asset in numerous use cases. Today, we'll discuss how to utilize Confluent as a pipeline for open telemetry data, and we'll explore 3 key use cases where both Confluent and Elastic provide essential support to customers. And finally, we'll talk about Elastic's recent contribution to the CNCF and open telemetry projects to come up with a standard schema for telemetry and security data. Open telemetry is an open source observability framework, and it's revolutionized the way we collect and transmit telemetry data such as traces, metrics, and logs. By integrating it with Confluent Cloud, a fully managed event streaming platform, we can seamlessly route the data to Elastic for analysis and visualization, which is where we are strongest. Confluent Cloud enables us to collect and stream the open telemetry data in real time, offering a scalable and reliable event streaming capability. By using Confluent Cloud as that bridge, we can decouple our telemetry data from our observability solution, providing flexibility and resilience in our architecture. So let's talk a little bit about some customer stories where we've actually seen this in real life out there in the wild. Now, Elastic and Confluent power one of the top software vendors' observability, security information event management, and ML ops solutions. It transforms their enterprise cloud data management capabilities. This customer, a leader in their field, helps their customers transform their most critical assets and realize business value from using their end-to-end management platform, with over 85 of the Fortune 100 clients relying on them. It's essential to have a robust observability solution in place to support their customers. With Elastic Stack and Confluent, this customer collects data across 4 different cloud providers in 20 regions with hundreds of applications, 3 Kubernetes clusters, and 8,000 virtual machines. This generates an enormous amount of data, 37 terabytes a day, and it includes logs, metrics, traces, and security logs, all streamed through the Confluent platform and into Elastic. To ingest the data, they use Kafka, Elasticsearch, Kibana, and Logstash, and it forms the backbone of their solution, providing powerful metrics and insights on application performance. Elastic helps them in various ways, such as improving search and discovery, providing real-time insights for incidents, acting as a single pane of glass, optimizing costs, and enhancing security. Machine learning in Elastic plays a vital role in predicting application performance, detecting anomalies, and forecasting data volume. Moreover, Elastic's APM solution enables quick identification of bottlenecks in those microservices and simplifies root cause analysis. Next up, we have a financial services customer. Here we dive into the magical world of log management, where Logstash, Confluent Cloud, and Elastic Cloud join forces to create an unbeatable trio that will transform the way that financial services handle their data. First of all, let's talk about reliability. Our heroic trio ensures that no log is left behind as they bravely decouple ingestion from processing, making sure that even in the event of adversity, system failures, the things that keep you up at night, your precious data remains safe and sound. Now imagine a world where logs and messages can be prioritized. Our fearless friends make this possible, enabling heterogeneous service level agreements for different business units. It's like having a VIP section for your most important logs. And as the volume of logging data grows, worry not. Our magnificent trio scales effortlessly, handling the most overwhelming logging demands. They're like superheroes, ready to take on any challenge thrown at them. Last but not least, our heroic trio of Logstash, Confluent Cloud, and Elastic Cloud bring incredible flexibility to the table. They're like the ultimate log management chameleon, supporting diverse log sources and destinations, adapting to any environment they find themselves in. And finally, we examine a customer who runs a large betting operation, and they use Confluent Cloud and Elastic and Logstash to combat debit card fraud, money laundering, and bonus fraud, where fraudsters sign up using stolen identities to claim lucrative welcome offers. Application owners across their business can leverage Confluent Cloud and the Elastic Stack to effectively manage logs, monitor events, produce alerts, and ensure seamless data processing and analysis. How do they do this? Well, first, logs are generated by application owners across the organization and sent to Confluent Cloud. This centralized approach to log management enables businesses to effectively monitor and analyze data from a wide range of sources. Next, Logstash comes into play and pulls logs from Confluent Cloud and in some cases enriches them with additional data. Once processed, Logstash ships the logs to Elasticsearch for storage and indexing. Elasticsearch also has watchers. As logs are stored and indexed within Elasticsearch, the watcher feature continuously queries log indices to identify potential issues, patterns, or anomalies. If any of these are identified, the watcher generates alerts to notify relevant stakeholders, ensuring that fraud can be stopped promptly. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about our recent contribution to the CNCF and Open Telemetry projects. We recently donated the Elastic Common Schema for a unified observability and security schema. In the bad old days, we used to have this situation where messages from anywhere, any telemetry source, logs, traces, metrics, anywhere really, would have a different name for the same piece of data, which creates a nightmare because you end up with this proliferation of all this different data that actually means the same thing. And too often we see that it causes organizations to struggle. They don't understand why something happened or did something happen. And the root cause of all of this is very difficult to determine. And this is why Elastic drove to develop the Elastic Common Schema to unify data across an organization from logs, metrics, traces, and security events. So now we live in a world where essentially we can get rid of all of that different data that essentially means the same thing and refer to it as one thing, which makes it much, much easier to pull all these things together and get the context we need across all of this data. In the context of Confluent, we also could integrate this schema into the schema registry to make sure that any on-ramping of observability data conforms to this valid schema, so we don't end up in the situation where we have this proliferation of field names. And as you can see here, the Elastic Common Schema plus the Open Telemetry Semantic Conventions equals the new OTel Common Schema, which has logs and security schemas donated from Elastic. Thank you very much, everybody. Step by the DevSecOps meetup room to learn more about how Confluent and Elastic can empower your business.